Hi you guys, my name is Lorena and today I'm going to draw my life. My mom and dad met when she was 18 and he was 21. They dated for about a year and then they had me in a little city called Mount Juliet, but they broke up and it was just me and my mom for a while. And when I was really young, she took me to my first concert and it was really exciting. It was a No Doubt concert. When I was little, I used to turn on music really loud in my aunt's den and give them performances and sing at the top of my lungs to things like the Spice Girls and Britney Spears. And they would always cheer me on and encourage me, even though it was probably really awful. When I was about 6 years old, my mom had another baby with my new stepdad, Sean, and her name was Kyra. And I was really jealous of her because I wasn't the only child anymore, and I got really mean. I used to do things like bite her cheek, and one time I punched her in the eye. And we moved from Missouri, where we were living, to a little town called Murfreesboro in Tennessee. And I met my two first best friends there, Alyssa and Brianna, and it was my first trio. We used to run around like hooligans in our neighborhood and just act crazy and do things like climb trees and play football. And it was a lot of fun, probably the most fun I've ever had. And then I moved from Murfreesboro to another part of Murfreesboro where I met Bryce and Maritza, and that was my second trio. We were all really nerdy, and we used to sit around and like play card games and watch movies, and we wanted to be ninjas, and we used to watch Naruto all the time and geek out and watch a lot of anime. And then I moved from Murfreesboro to Mount Juliet, which was where I was born. So I moved back. And then I was lonely and sad, and I had no friends, even though I had lived there before. I didn't remember any of the people other than my family. But I met my first friend in Mount Juliet, and her name was Morgan. And we did a talent show with a bunch of our friends where a bug attacked us, and we were freaking out on stage and like flailing our arms everywhere, and everybody in the audience was just sitting there laughing at us. And then came high school. I joined ROTC, NJROTC, and I was so strongly decided that I was going to be in the Navy. And my dad approved because he was in the Navy, and he was like, well, that's a good idea. You'll be secure for life and stuff like that. But me in the future was just like, no, you're not. And then I met this guy who liked to skateboard a lot, and he was my first boyfriend. His name was Chaz. And then I moved from Mount Juliet to Cookeville. And me and Chaz broke up. And I started dating another guy named John because for whatever reason, I thought that'd be a good idea instead of dating Chaz. And then the summer after my freshman year, me and my dad went to Disneyland. It was my first time at Disneyland, and he bought me my first cell phone. I was really excited, and I wouldn't stop texting, and he kept yelling at me. And then sophomore year, I was still dating John. We were like having problems, and our relationship sucked, so we broke up. And then there was this boy waiting in the wings named Joshua with his nice hair, and he was just like, "Hey, cutie face, how you doing?" And so we started dating, and he was my first like really huge crush and my first love. And he was the first person to help me realize how interested I was in theater. Like, I had already liked it, but we auditioned for Cinderella together, and he taught me a lot of things about myself, like what I wanted to do with my future and how to love and let other people love me. But a few months later, we broke up, and I was really sad, and I cried a lot, more than I've ever cried, and I took to smoking a lot of marijuana to numb the pain. And then my junior year, I was sitting in math class, and Miss Nash, our principal, came in and called me out of class, and I was like, what the heck? And someone had told on me because I had a pipe and drugs in my bag. And so I got arrested and put in handcuffs, and I went to juvie for about 2 hours until my mom bailed me out. And I got kicked out of school, and so I had to go to alternative school, which sucked really bad. And then at alternative school, I had an epiphany, and I just realized something that I didn't realize before. I don't want to be in the Navy. I want to perform. I want to go to Broadway. Except I didn't know how I was going to do that yet. But Rachel and Corey were there for me. They were my third trio, and they were pretty much my only friends while I was in alternative school. And then I dated this boy named Alex for about 6 months, but we broke up because I wanted to date Rachel because I had had a really big crush on her for a really long time. We started our senior year together. And I was back from alternative school, going to regular school, and I was really, really happy. But the most eventful things that happened my senior year were like prom and graduation, and me and Rachel did all of those together and whatnot. And we were both really happy to graduate because we went to school with a bunch of weirdos. And there's our little graduation caps. And then the summer after graduation, my dad, who lived in Washington, I went to go see him in Seattle. And it was tons of fun. I did a lot of shopping. We went and saw a lot of sights, and I love Seattle. It's one of my favorite places. And then I came back, and I was supposed to go to Tennessee Tech University, but I was like, no, because my financial aid got messed up, and I decided I didn't want to go back. So for 5 months, I just sat around on the computer and wasted my brain away and did absolutely nothing. In December, I got a call from Wendy's asking me if I wanted a job. And I was like, yes, give me something to do with my life. And that's where my camera died, so I'm just gonna finish the rest of this. Now I work at Wendy's and I'm saving money for college so I can go to a musical theater college and learn everything that I need to know so I can be prepared for my future and follow my dreams. And for some reason I forgot to throw in there that I have 2 other siblings named Zenedra and Isabella. I don't know where that went, but that's my Draw My Life video and my VEDA number 4. I will see you guys later. Bye!